mind, can they achieve this? So even if you ask the three of us, I think for Nadzmi, he don't want to be a president in the first place. Am I right?
I didn't. I also didn't nominate myself during the election. Why? Because of the commitment.
Yes.
But yeah, we are here today.
Assalamualaikum and welcome to the fourth episode of What's Poppin Pagoh, where we will discuss about different topics among students in IIUM Pagoh. So today will be the last episode for the last series, and we have invited three special guests for the fourth episode to talk about presidential and being a president among the student in IIUM Pagoh. So the three guests that we invited today, all three of them are student leaders from different organizations. We have Brother Harith Ierfan representing IIUM Student Union. We have Brother Nadzmi as the president of Castellan, and we also have a representative of the Mahallah Representative Committee, Brother Mukhriz, as their president. So before we start, can you guys properly introduce yourself and please share with the audience what are the role of each of the organizations that you guys lead? Maybe we can start with Brother Harith.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, for having me. My name is Muhammad Harith Ierfan Br. People know me as Aan. I am currently 4th year English for International Communication student. Currently holding the position as the Deputy President 3 for IIUM Student Union, representing Pagoh locality. So, a brief about my society, my union, is actually that we represent student voice to bring to the university management. Yep. And a bit about IIUM SU, that we are registered under Registrar of Society. We audit annually, and we stand on our own, being said that we approve our own program, and we have our own constitution, and we have our own financial freedom lah, being said that we generate our own income, we looking for our own grants, and we not rely on universities when it comes to monetary aid. Yeah, that's about it.
Brother Nadzmi.
Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you, Brother Nazim and Office of ECOM for inviting us. So, first of all, I'm Muhammad Nadzmi bin Abdul Rahman, a 3rd year ECOM, Arabic for International Communication student, currently serving as the president of Kuliah of Sustainable Tourism Contemporary Languages, Castle Student Society, or formerly known as Castellan. So basically, as everyone knows, Castellan is a student-led organization, a kuliah-based society. What means each kuliah in IIUM, okay, we have our own society. So same goes to Castellan, is a society binded with the Office of Student Development and Community Engagement under the kuliah. So different with IIUM Student Union, we are binded with the university. So also we have our own constitution. Basically, we address all matters regarding academic welfare in the students of Castle. Consists of 4 departments. We have Department of Arabic, English, Malay language, and also Department of Tourism. So when we say student-led activities, we assist students. When we also organize students programs, also like this podcast today under Office of ECOM. So yeah, I think that's all from Castellan.
Yeah, and the last one, president of MRC, right?
Yeah. Right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Mukhriz Mokhtar, but I am known as Maori, can address me as Maori. So I'm the currently president of Mahallah Representative Committee of Mahallah Zaid bin Harithah. I am a student, 2nd year student of the Belay department. So in every kuliah or mahallah, as Nadzmi, Castellan, we have, each mahallah will have office of principal, and MRC is under the office of principal. So our job is to guide or aid the principal with the fellows to address the students' problems or residential affairs in the mahalah. And in Pagoh now, we are currently holding around 1,004 to 1,005 residents in our mahalah. So and also with that, we also organize student programs such as sports, or as you can see in Pagoh, we have so many different programs like culture. That is also under the mahalah locality lah. So for mahalah, we also have the communication within students and management regarding residential issues or even mahalah or any systems that in what people say as they are confused or the residential. We try to answer on behalf of the management to the students. So I think that's brief of MRC.
Well, thank you for the introduction. But before we dive into the main part, I want to know, as a president, you have a lot to carry on your back, and it's actually a hard thing, considering that we all have our own individual's commitment. So I want to know from each of you guys, what inspire you to take these responsibilities? Maybe we can start with Brother Mukhriz first.
Right, thank you. So for me, I think it's passion. It's passion, and also it's that you want to lead your friends, your people, your peers in the mahalah. For me, it's in the mahalah lah, because we know that, and we have the power to lead and also to be the bridge between students and management. So the passion that we have to lead the people is one of the main thing that for me lah, for me to keep standing in the presidential the role as a president in the mahalah. Although we know we have our academics and we have our different jobs. So but as a president, we have I think it's the determination and also the passion for we to lead, because I have a mindset that if it is not me, can others do it? So I have to take the place to lead at the first place. So I think that's a brief from me.
Maybe we can hear from Brother Nadzmi.
Alright. With every great responsibility every great power comes great responsibility. I hold to is hadith narrated hadith. Nabi SAW said, "Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas." The best of you who give the most benefit to others. So I hold to that. Being said that, same like Brother Mukhriz, it is maybe a passion, but for me it's like passion and also responsibility. For me to serve the students, and also basically not the students, it is our colleague, classmate. So I know that I can do it, and I know that I want to do it. So why not? So yeah, I volunteer myself basically.
For me, I have two personal reasons why I do this as a student union. First, because I stand on also hadith or principle of amar ma'ruf nahi munkar, that whenever you see the corruption, you should take action to solve it. So I think this is the best platform for me to take that action to solve any problems for the students. And then second, that it's the passion, like Brother Nadzmi said, the passion, the happiness that we get when we solve others' problem. We see that whenever we sacrifice ourselves for the students, we see that everything is flowing smoothly. Like I don't know if you guys feel that, but for me, when after I started serving for the students, I feel that everything is easy. My study becomes easy, and then my daily matters become easy. I don't know, but I think it's such a blessing that we are trying to help the students, and Allah helps us.
Yeah, I guess, and also we are doing this not because of the salary. We don't get any salary. Yeah,
we even pay with our money for the society. Yeah, that's about it.
I mean, being committed is actually a good thing, especially when you are a president. You are representing a lot of voices, those who are under you. And of course, when you are trying to reach your goal, your vision and mission, there will be challenges. Maybe you guys can share with us what are the thing that challenge you the most becoming a president, and at the same time you need to lead people.
Can I start first?
Okay, sure.
I guess every leaders will face this challenge when it comes to decision making. You know, it is very very hard to make a decision that pleases everyone or fits. You know, there is no such thing that one size fits all.
Yup.
So in terms of decision making, it's very very hard. You have to find more than one solution. It is 1, 2, 3. You have to list the pros and cons and to give to others and get their opinion. When we say leaders, it is dia lain dengan it is different with boss. We're not a boss, we are a leader, and at last we are still a student, and our committees is also a student. So why are we, you know, doing this hierarchy such thing? Well, even I'm a president, those who are working under me, they're not working for me, they are working with me.
Yep.
So I always remind that even in decision making, I'm not doing this alone. We are, you know, discussing together to get everybody's opinion and, you know, reach the goal where everyone can comprehend the decision in transparent. You know, I always clarify to them why these decisions were made so that everyone understand and we can work freely without any conflict.
True. I think from me, you see, the nature of working under, or we are embodied with the IIUM is that we don't have the students fully decision. It must have the approval or the advice from the management. And sometimes the management doesn't see what's the perspective from the students. So we try to bring that to the management so that we are students, so we want that kelebihan from our part. So as a student leader, sometimes we cannot make the decision that please the students and also the management.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to see that the issue now regarding our rooms, our capacity. So the students are asking why MRC don't have the voice in it, why don't they voice out? It's not that we don't want to voice this out. It's just that we are not capable. We are capable of discussing, but in the end, the management will have the decision. So it is for me, for MRC, we have to, how do we want to take this information to give it to the people, and the pressure is on us. So everything that we say, they say, oh, MRC is the one who did this. So that's the pressure on MRC lah. So I don't know about Keselera SU, tapi MRC ni dia kena sikit.
I think the situation is reversed with IMSU that we always hear, and we always hear that IMSU is a free body with the highest authority whatsoever kan. But again, every society or every union has its own capacity, capability and capacity where it cannot be breached. Being said that, let's say, like I'm representing IMSU and we are not binded with the university whatsoever, but we can still propose, fight for it. But the decision about it still being decided by the university. Let's say about the room, about the room issue, like the Aulia issue, that we're fighting for it. We send for the memorandum, we do survey whatsoever. But let's say that if the decision is made in the Senate meeting, and that's about it. We can do nothing about it. We do demonstration, name every initiative, every action that we want to take. But if the university management is not favor with it, it's still gonna happen. So that's about it. We as IMSU, we are fighting for it. I can say that we are fighting 24/7 for the students. But in some decision, still binded by the university, especially when it comes to the policy. We can propose, we can suggest, but decision is not made by us. That's about it. Just to make it clear.
Speaking for myself, when we want to make some decision, personally, I would say I can't even make decision on my own. So it must be so hard for you guys to make decision for others, right? And as a student of IIUM, I think all of us are exposed to the terms of being a khalifah, being a leader, but not just in a big scale, not just leading a society or an organization. Khalifah can be in a small scale, right? Maybe leading yourself, leading your friends group, or maybe leading your just your clique or groupmates, right? So when you are making decision for others, sometimes it's it affects your daily life. Yeah, sometimes it disturb your daily work. Sometimes you don't have time to rest just to think about others. So as a president, how do you manage time between your personal commitments and doing works? Maybe we can start with SU. Maybe you have a lot to consider. I mean, you work with a lot of society.
Yeah. Okay. So I think time management is very important.
Yeah.
Being said that every one of us, we have 24 hours equal, fair and equal. So I think it's how you manage your time. You have for myself, I have my own. I will jot down my pending tasks for the day. So to see what I should do on that day, what I should finish before the day ends. So I think the most crucial part is time management. Yeah, time management, because of course when we talk about societal works, that we cannot neglect our academic responsibility. That's why we are here, right, as a student. But at the same time, as the president, we also, like Nadzmi said, holding the with great power come great responsibility. We
Tom Holland said that.
Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
We voluntarily nominate ourselves. We voluntarily choose that responsibility. So whatever we start, we have to finish. And I think, again, time management is very crucial.
So if I were to add, it's not just only time management, it's the sense of responsibility, as Nadzmi said. Once you have that sense of responsibility, you know how to manage and priority your work. So prioritization is one of the things in time management. But you see, we have I don't have to say this, all students know, but we have in Pagoh, we have a lot of assignments and projects we add on with our societal work. So what can I say this, as president, it's not that also we have to delegate our tasks sometimes. I think that's one of the things. Being as president is not that you do everything on your own. You have to trust your working buddies to do that task for you. But of course you have to caretake or advise that. So it is your responsibility, but you delegate that task to someone else to do it for you, and eventually you reach your mission and your goals. But you still have time for yourself. For the main thing is you have to trade, you have to put your trust in the people you choose, and the choosing part is also the crucial part. Know your colleague, know their capabilities, and also know their weakness, so that you can delegate and make sure that they can do what you ask them to do.
I see. Yes, for me, when we say about societal work, in Castellan, we always remind each other that academic is number one, but Castellan is not number two. You know, our main responsibility as a student, our kerja hakiki is academic. We are a student. So, but Castellan is not number two. Organisation is not number two. So again, yes, time management and also task delegation is very, very important. Personally, I always when in group assignment at the very first meeting, I say that okay, I have this kind of timeline in my schedule. So we have to, you know, in terms of group assignment, I usually will lead the group assignment, or maybe my friends, and we set deadlines for each other's part in a certain assignment. So everybody know the deadline, not doing it last minute. In society, we are very familiar with last minute, so we're not doing it in academic. No, all right, we have to maintain that CGPA. Okay, so that's thing about assignment, and I try to be available at time. I do not favor the skeptical that say that president is very busy, so I don't want to bother him. So I try to be available to everyone. So being said that, I always say to my teams, whenever you see me busy, just ask. I can make time for assignment. I can make time for discussion. So to make everything done. And in terms of the society, I am not working alone. We are all not working alone. We have our, let's say me, I have my vice presidents. So in the early days of our tenureship, we have set our own priorities. My priorities, my VPs, their own priorities. So we are chasing to our own goal lah. We have the timeline and so on. So I guess time is key.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of assignments, maybe we can learn something or two from the course that you take. Me, I'm just first year, second sem, so I don't really think I have any course. I mean, I did join leadership and management, but you guys are fourth year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys has much more experience than me. So maybe you guys can share any courses that actually help you being a leader.
So I think I'll start first.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
sure.
Right. So I'm from the Malay department. So anyone from ECOM can relate to if you have class with these three subjects: komunikasi antarabudaya, pragmatics, and also kesantunan. Why? These three subjects you have to do an actual project with the community. You have that kind. It's like you have to create a organization, and if it is a way for people to take part in organizing programs, and that way they will learn about leadership, and also they will learn about managing the things outside their kuliah or mahalah. So from the Malay department, you see, we understand, we all the students of language and tourism, we don't have much what do you call it, like final exam papers, not as many as students in Gombak, but we are more focused on projects, assignments, and doing works. Through assignments and research and works with the community, that thing could increase our upskill, our soft skill, our communication skill with older people, our orang kata kesantunan with the people yang not in our range, with much older or higher rank. So we learn how to talk or how to write even an email to an organization. That thing you don't learn in classes, or they don't teach you that. You have to participate in a project to learn that. So that one of the things that I'm bersyukur lah, that thing is throughout my years as a Marcom student, that three subjects will help me and my peers about leadership. I think, how about ECOM and RCOM?
Maybe start with NCOM.
Okay. Like I said this representing English communication student. So I'm currently fourth year student. I've taken all subjects. Next going to be my internship. So I think some of the subjects are very related to what we are doing right now, especially corporate communication, professional communication, interpersonal communication, language and society. Those subjects really help me to fit with what I'm doing right now. Being said that, like IUMSU, IUMSU, we are dealing with companies and corporate because we want to find our own grants, our sponsors, whatsoever, right? So, from those subjects, we learn about those theories, the application in class, the explanation from the lecturers, but the implementation, the real application to the work, to the work field, is only can be achieved by joining societies, right? So because we are dealing with a real body, with a real entity. In class, I think it's very rare for for almost all subjects. That's very rare to interact with companies outside universities. So, but whenever we within our with societies, we can go beyond our university, right? We can deal with real companies, real individual, high-profile individual. So, I think from those subjects, we learn a lot, and we need a platform that we can implement it. We can implement it into reality. So I can say that as an English communication student, subjects that I have taken does really help me to improve my communication skills, to improve my professionalism, ethics, and also it mold my identity into what I am today.
Right. I guess for me, differ from Malay and English department. When said Brother Mauri said Malay department, they always organize programs, under subject, but different with our Arabic department. We only learn, not only, oftenly learn, in class. But one special thing is that most of our lecturers are from the industry. So when we say subjects like public relations, I learn about very very detailed about public relations. How do you create an image of organization? How do you maintain that image? So I guess one subject that I favor is public relations, and also I take elective in tourism, subject human resource and in service management, I guess. HRM, human resource management, HRM. So I guess it also helped me from the tourism department. Also helped me to deal with humans, in a society as a president. So I learned how to, deal with people, how to, at least create a policy or certain guideline to maintain the image of the society. Ada relation between PR and HRM. So
Marketing.
Yeah. I also took marketing. To promote our society and so on. Yeah, Dr. Samsul. So I guess same with Brother An and Brother Mauri. These courses really help us in our societal work or maybe outside work, because communication is not easy. Not everyone can communicate well. That's why they are major in communication. People are major in communication. So we all took communication very hard. So we major in this.
Yep.
Okay, so thank you for all of the insights, but I think right now the audience are looking for something that is much deeper. So maybe we can move on to the hot takes, I think.
All right.
So since you guys being a leader, you might have the needs to choose the one who will continue your legacy, right?
Yeah.
When will you finish your tenure? Sorry?
On October.
Castellan around November.
Marcia around November.
So, yeah.
November, new intake terus. Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
Election bulan 10
Castellan election is November.
November election.
So you guys will be looking for new individuals, the one that will continue your legacy and lead the organization. So the thing is, sometimes we don't have that much participants trying to apply for that position. I would say that in Pagoh, since our community is very small, there are not that many who are willing to carry these responsibilities. So speaking for yourself, why do you think students are afraid to apply for any position, especially the highest one?
Okay, can I start first?
Okay.
From my 3 to 4 years here, I can say that I can divide Pagoh students. Right now we have 1.4 something, near to 1.5k students. I can say that there are 3 categories of Pagoh students. You can say 40%, 40% and 20%. The first 40% is students who actively participate and voice their concern. Participate in this, they contribute. So let's say like us, we voice our concerns and our participate. We contribute as a committee. The other 40%, they actively participated, join as participants, but they do not contribute as much as a committee. They just join the program and voice their concern, and they are aware of the programs, aware of the current situation of each organisation. But the other 20% is students are. I'm not say they are not active, but maybe student 3K ke apa kan,
Ketil, kuliah,
and number one, and then they are not contributing, and they are not, they don't care about the society. So we are working towards that. We can see that from the previous election of Castellan, the current the previous election, the latest, the decrement of nomination. There are very many seats were uncontested. I think about around 5 seats. So we are working towards that, and to fill at least every seat are filled. Okay lah, kalau kata one uncontested pun tak apalah, but it is filled. Not sure with others .
Okay. Sorry, what was the question again?
what makes students afraid to apply for any
Mm-hmm.
position?
Okay, I think because they are very afraid that it will affect their academic performance.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but most of the cases, I think if I may share this, like when you are in student societies, we as a president, we do really concern about our officers or our colleagues' academic performance. Being said that, if you have your assignment, if you have assignments, you should prioritize that, and it's on you because you are an adult. You are an adult.
Yeah.
Exactly. So actually, you should know your own responsibilities. You should manage your own time. Learn to manage your own time.
Yes.
And I think another thing why student is very afraid. This is talking from my perspective as IUMSU. So because they are afraid with the management, they are afraid of being called by awesome. They're afraid being called by the management. Frankly speaking, currently I am my 4th year. I've been called by the management almost 5 times. By awesome, thrice.
Why exactly?
From called by principal, dean, and a lot of discussion and threat I received. But still, I still made it here until today, and I'm going to graduate soon. Being said that, nothing to be worried about. If you think you are right, you are on the right side, you should fight for it. If you think that because you are a student, you pay for your fee, you have your own right. This is a democratic country. We have our own rules and regulation and human rights. So if you know that it's your right, fight for it. Don't worry about being called by the management, or don't worry about kena buang ke, tak dapat grab macam saya Sadiq ke. That's a very small number of cases.
Yeah, because we are stakeholders of the university.
We are the stakeholders. Thank you, Nadzmi. We are the stakeholders of university. Without students, there's no university. Yeah, so I think don't worry much about your like your academic. If you are on the right side, inshallah, Allah is with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can't speak for all, but I agree with An and also Nadzmi. We see that people, our students, even my friends, they are afraid to take this position. I mean, look at us, how busy we are and how many things that we have to handle, mahalah, kuliah. So I can say from the perspective of my friends, they say that joining or handling such big role or position, this might be maybe downfall for their academics. So that's why we said the question just now about time management and also how we delegate our work, how we do it. So the things that they are afraid, what if they fail? Does this is the reason why they fail in their academics? So maybe this question is inside the mind to not be able for them to apply or even participate. So they are more comfortable in joining as a committee or as but to lead the whole organization, maybe that's the question that's lingering around their mind. Can they achieve this? So even if you ask the 3 of us, I think for Nadzmi, he don't want to be a president in the first place. Am I right?
I did it. I also didn't nominate myself during the election. Why? Because of the commitment.
Yes.
But yeah, we are here today.
Even for myself, I can say that I was in the nature of MRC. They they join as a committee, then they become the head, and then sometimes they've been appointed as president. But for my story, I was not an MRC before, but for this, I am the president because I applied for it. I go for it and then I fight for the position, and here I am. So it's not that you are not fit to be. Sometimes you just don't have the will to step in the line. See, there's an imaginary line, so you are staying still behind the line. So the students now, I feel like takut, as Anne said, takut with the management. Or I think maybe the thing is they takut for themselves. They tak boleh nak bawa this position. So that's why one of the things is you can maybe start from a certain level and then you progress through.
Yeah, I guess Brother Nazim, if I may add, yang 40% I said earlier tu, we can see that we have 1.4 students. So around how much? 400 something. We can say that 40% of the students here, many clubs in society, we can see similar faces. You know, this we can see one brother or one sister participate in 4 to 5 clubs. You know, every event you can see that face. So I guess that's one of the thing that leads to the willingness to join this committee and so on. So they will always say, oh, there will be always a person that participates, so why do I need to? And also when we say about the willingness and so on, I guess we have to make that when we say about being in a committee, memanglah orang kata it's passion or ikhlas, but at some point they want to participate but we need a reward or somehow a privilege to be a committee, or maybe as Castellan they didn't see that that privilege or somehow materialistic some kind of thing,
benefits,
but maybe benefits, maybe. Thank you, Anne. So I guess we have to show that maybe we have to work on some benefits of maybe being a committee.
If I may to add about that, some of the benefits that as a student leader, I don't know, but this was clearly stated by Brother Izzuddin, our advisor, IMSU advisor. Some of the benefits when you are part of the student leaders is actually you are exempted from taking leadership subject.
Oh,
did you know that?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I don't know if this only applicable in Gombak. But if you're part of the student leaders, to be specific, you are exempted from taking leadership subject, skills. And then second, the car stickers. This is for SU. If you're part of IMSU officers, you are allocated with one car sticker for every tenure.
Allocated or eligible to request?
Okay, eligible to request because I haven't applied yet. Okay. And I think with the application, with the future application of Aulawiyat, it will increase. Hopefully, it will increase the student participation in student societies. Yeah, because that are some of the criteria that if you're part of student bodies, MRC, you
allocated
you being prioritized to get hostel and So I think that's a bright side of having Aulawiyat. One bright side of having Aulawiyat system.
Hurtful truth,
Yeah, harsh truth. Yeah.
I mean, given all of the advantage that you get being a student leader, sometimes I would say that some people, they try to grab this opportunity, right? But I think what is hard for the student in IIUM Pagoh is sometimes we don't really have that much of a club. So what you're fighting for is actually credibility, especially when you see the same face. Sometimes you need to fight with people that have a lot of experience, and I think this is what affects their inspiration to apply for that position. Especially like if you know that your friend is credible, sometimes you feel like, oh no, I shouldn't apply for this because my friend applied for this, I'm not gonna get this position. Especially when someone when they have a big connection. Even me, I was one of the committee of OOE under Castellan, and for our part of office, we are chosen by recruitment. Yes. So I think all of us have different way of recruiting. Some of us are elected and some of us are appointed. So I think we can say that some of us are choose to be and some of us are chosen to be. So if I'm not mistaken, MRC and Castellan are election, right?
Yeah.
They went through election.
MRC,
SU and Castellan.
Oh, SU and
Castellan.
SU and Castellan. So MRC are the one that is appointed, right? So what do you think about being appointed and being elected?
Right. So thank you for the question. I think for this question, we have to understand that these three organizations have their own ways in selecting and appointing their leaders. As for Castellan, we have elections to people, and the students choose their leaders based on their pitching their what do you call it? Manifestos and
CV.
CVs.
CV publish
SU, I'm not sure because their election are a bit internal amongst the SU. Am I right? Amongst the SU,
the staff
right? The staff SU, but different from MRC. I will speak for Pagoh locality first, and a bit of Gombak. So for Pagoh locality, we have to apply for the position and we have to undergo series of interviews for that role. And the people who will be reviewing our CVs and interviews are the fellows and principals, and also if they're ex-presidents, they will have their sessions, and we have the musyawarah of the discussion of appointing the right, or what they think the right people to hold that role. For my tenure, I applied before this. I applied for the position of president, and there were 3 candidates, other candidates with me fighting for that same position, and those 2 candidates were an ex-MRC. They were the people in the MRC before, fighting with the president position. But me, I'm what they call it as outsider lah. I'm not in the MRC. I just apply for president. So the thing is, the selecting process does not look whether you're an ex-MRC or you are the people of MRC. So we have to choose MRC. No, the process is that they will review how you take the question or the CVs. How much have you participated? Are you fit to be in the position of president? So through their observation and also the fellows and principals of the discussion musyawarah, they will pick and choose who is the right for some of my committee. Some they share with me they applied for sometimes media, welfare, but in the end they get CSR or international culture. So why is that? Because they have the discussion and also the reviewing process. So they think that you are fit to be in this position. So when you are appointed, you are tasked and you are appointed to that position. So you have to do your responsibility in that lah. So if this is the personal punya opinion lah, if they think that they could not carry or the burden, then it might be good for them to leave. If not, you are burdening the society.
Yep, you're dragging your own society.
Yeah, I think since MRC and Castellan, both of you are very. It's not like I'm not saying that SU is not important. Sorry, but the thing is, compared to Castellan and MRC, IUMSU are considered as NGO, right?
Yes.
Non-government organisation, but you are registered under UIA. So both of them, MRC and Castellan, will always confirmed to be under UIA. So as the president of IUMSU, for the third president, right? Deputy Presidency of IUMSU, how long do you think the student union can sustain under the management?
Okay, the idea of having IUM, we have different bodies than other universities. Like in other universities, some of the universities in Malaysia right now, we have MPP, Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar, and in some other universities they have KMUM, Kesatuan Mahasiswa, like in Universiti Malaya and Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. So let me tell you about the difference first. About MPP and student union or Kesatuan Mahasiswa or Kesatuan Pelajar. It's actually we are trying not to bind it with the university. Like, why do we want to be separated with the university? Because we don't want our decision being so much influenced by the university. Okay, we are free to express our own feeling. Oh my god, our own feeling, our own action without need their approval first. We are able to issue for our own memorandum. We are able to do the demonstration. So I think for student union, actually we as of now we are doing good. And how long it can sustain is as long we can try to find the titik persamaan antara kita. I think the equilibrium point lah, which we can always work together. Like Castellan and MRC, we know that both of you are under the university management. So we know that some of the action that you are prohibited. Is it the word? Yeah, you are prohibited from taking some action. Yeah, from doing something that might tarnish the university reputation. But for IIMSU, we are not. We are willing to risk. we can do something beyond that because we are not binded with the university. So I think there's always way where we can work together, and I think as long as we can try to find that way to always collaborate and work together, it can be sustained. For let's see. I think I don't want to be specifically mention how many years, but I think until forever. Yeah, because every each of us, we have different tone on how we express an issue. Yeah, that's about it. If you see on my not my Instagram, Twitter before, please visit my Twitter profile. You can see how a bit aggressive I was before, and until now, and that's the tone that I try to deliver. The aggressive tone that we are students and we have those rights. We are fighting for it. We are aggressive. We can do something that you never expect us to do, and that's IIMSU. That's the perks of being student union instead of MPP. Instead of, if we talk about IIUM perspective, SRC. We have SRC before. We are being apa orang cakap dinaungi kan, dinaungi oleh university. We got funds and whatsoever, but that's not us, because if you receive that funds or if you being dijaga, dibelai, you are not have the courage to go to do something that might hurt the feeling of orang yang menaungi you tu. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sebab kita tak nak rasa terbalas budi ke, rasa macam selama ni payung kita tak payahlah cakap apa-apa.
Yeah.
I'm not stating that I'm not meant to hurt anybody or any societies, but that's the harsh truth of it. Yeah.
So I think all of the societies are actually interrelated between each other, right?
Yeah.
You guys depend on each other.
Yeah.
And I think one of the issues that we can talk about, just short, maybe we can talk about the most viral issue right now, which is Aulawiyat, right? So if we want to talk about Aulawiyat, it is because of the increase in student, right?
Yeah.
So I think all three of you, all three organizations are expecting loads of students, not just MRC, and I'm pretty sure Castellan, maybe you guys need to add more section for classes and everything, right? And I'm not even sure if the lecturers are enough to cover all of that. So maybe we can hear from Brother Nadzmi about how do you think that the Aulawiyat concept and the increase of students might affect Castellan?
Okay, about Aulawiyat, maybe I'm not the right person to say about Aulawiyat, because but I can say that the university is working towards to increase the numbers of students, because we can say that in the market employability and so on, it is interrelated. But when it comes to the increment of students, it affects our facilities, it affects our residential. So my take on that, you can try to implement the system in terms of nak tengok student activism, to prioritize which stay and all. But we as students, we have the right to participate in this discussion, in decision making. At least involve us. We hear your presentation and so on, and we can give our own opinion as a POV of a student. Because in the end, we are the ones who will face the system.
Pay for the fees.
Yeah, pay for the fees and so on. So why are you implementing a system? Why are you doing this kind of system that involve us, but you don't involve us in the discussion?
Yeah.
So maybe right now they will be implementing it in Gombak first, but who knows, it will be it will come to Pagoh. We can say that Brother Maurice said Mahalah, it's very very packed right now. We have 1,500. Basically, what are the numbers? The packs.
The capacity for us is the maximum is 1.7.
1.7.
Yeah.
So it's very near now.
Yeah.
One fact that I received from my credible source, is in October. Our intake gonna be like 2,000.
Yeah, total. Not intake lah, but total students.
Total
2,000.
students. Total students gonna be 2,000. Can you imagine how chaotic it will be?
Yeah, because let's say from CFS the intake new intake in October from CFS only is 500, near to 600.
I think it's around 6.
Yeah,
6,
500 plus
almost
tu.
7,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So plus the direct intake. And so because so very
Tight.
yeah, very tight. So in terms of residential you can ask Brother Mori, but in terms of facility, yes, I heard from departments that they will add more sections. Usually we have 4 departments and the majority of students is from English department. So usually English department will take around 3 to 4 sections, but new intake it will be 4 to 5 sections, and to be exact, every section is maximum around 30. So you can calculate 30 times 5, 150 for one subject. So kita ada banyak subject and so on. So I guess in terms of students, we can help. If the management or administration wants to find a new lecturers, we can help to spread the advertisement and so on. But as students, we can see we can do that much. We have the power. As we have in organization, we have power, but there is always a limit. Yeah.
So that is in terms of education. How about accommodation, Brother Mukhriz?
Well, this accommodation is a big issue now. They are arguing about what about Pagoh? We have very limited capacity.
Yeah.
Now the implementation from RMU, Residential Management Unit, we might going to add the beds in our room. Now we have currently UG room, we have 8. So we might add to up to 10 or 11 per room, which means there will be a refurbishment for our furnitures, our beds. Some will be double deckers. Maybe we are starting to copying our neighbours. So that's to accommodate the intake, the excessive intake. So that's the status quo. So we have to deal with the status quo. In Gombak, right now maybe they don't implement the system yet.
Not yet.
But maybe they have to, because we don't have that capacity to take for all. Of course, our IUM, our identity, what can I say, was to accommodate all our students inside the compound. But when we have these excess students, there will be problems in hostel, mahala. And this will lead to another issue. What if the faces you see here today is not the person who takes the president role as their passion, but as the reason for them to stay in the mahala?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we concern, the effect of this system. Of course, it is a system we are prioritizing the student leaders, but what if that could make the people who are joining the student leaders is not from their passion or from their mission or vision to lead the people, is for themselves? That's what for me, that's what I'm afraid lah. But for Pagoh, I can say that we are not that safe from the system. The thing could affect us. So we as MRC and also RMU with the Office of Principal will try our best to address the issue and also to accommodate all of us in Pagoh, because if not here, where will everyone stays? And kita pun ada rumah tepi-tepi ni. Not in Gombak.
It's going to be so far.
We have Harmony Vista here.
It's very expensive. Very expensive.
And also transportation. See, we have limit transportation here.
One driver.
One driver.
One driver.
Oh my god. So regarding this, it's not that the student just do nothing for this. Is that we try our best to accommodate and try to answer the questions from the residents. To make sure that they understands that yes, Brother Nadzmi said, we have powers and we have the capability, but we have our limit from what is our power for this organisation. So itulah this system is we have to prepare for it lah, nevertheless. So anyhow, we have to prepare for it.
Well, thank you so much. I think that's just all if we want to talk about leadership and how it actually affects the life of students in IIUM Pagoh. So before we end the session, maybe like you guys can give some advice to all of the students out there who are trying to apply or have the intention of becoming a leader, but they might be afraid to do so. Maybe you just give them some kata-kata semangat.
Maybe and first.
Okay. I think my words gonna be, please, because I live in this principle. If you ace other people, if you ace your friend, Allah will ace you. Don't worry, Allah will open the way for you for everything that you want to achieve in your life. I'm happy to say that I serve for the student in my union for almost 3 years, and it's never been a day that I regret of my decision. I'm happy with it. So, please take out from your comfort zone. Please take some challenge in your life. Inshallah, there will be a rainbow after a storm, and inshallah, there is will always be end for everything. So, yeah, I think that's it. My advice.
Brother Nadzmi?
Alright, so very inspiring, brother.
It's not that deep.
There's always rainbow after storm. So I guess applies the same to me. Start now.
Yep.
You know, it's never too late to start anything. And there's always first time for everything.
True.
Yeah, there's always first time for everything. If you think to participate in it today, do it. If you want to do it tomorrow, do it. You know, because kalau macam sekarang, if I want to, kalau nak menyesal semalam. Sekarang I am the president now, so
Yeah.
I just go on. So yeah, again to all students, participate and do take your part in this kuliah, at least in the kuliah and also mahallah. Do your part, or at least speak out your voice, and in the right channel. We have the right channel. Okay,
We are the right channel.
Yeah, we are the right channel
We are the
basically
right
for
channel,
around
please, not
students.
confession.
No offense to the admins or confession, but I guess for students, we have no problem with confession.
Yeah.
But to be very clear, we will not be the one who responsible to the information in the confession.
Yep.
So whatever we publish, whatever we say in the public is the opinion of society, not in the confession. So participate, do take your part, and nominate yourself in the upcoming election of Castellan in around November. So
same with IMSU also, we have
Yeah.
election around
yeah,
that.
we have very much a division: sports, welfare, academic affairs, international affairs, Islamic affairs, culture and arts, and so on. And also offices. If you think you are capable, or you think you want to be capable, do join the Castellan, inshallah.
And last but not least,
Ini dah promoting Castellan lah.
Alah, issue lah.
So from me to everyone who's listening this is the platform for you to grow. This is the only platform for you to participate, for you to upskill your soft skill. You will not learn this, or you will not have the chance to lead after this. Maybe yes, in 20-30 years, but this is the only time you have the position of president of you, not president lah, if in a society, to participate, to deal with people, to have your personality to groom, and then this is the only time that people is nice to you. I can say that these people will nice to us. We don't have death threats or anything. So this is the thing that yang kita kena syukur. This is the thing yang students are missing. So grab your opportunities, apply. FMRC juga, Castellan pun. Okay,
So, nominate yourself in SU election.
So I think that marks the end of the first series of What's Poppin Pagoh. So I would like to thank you all of the honorable guests for joining us and sharing all
Thank
of
you for
the
having us.
beautiful and very knowledgeable insights. Okay. So for the audience, maybe there will be season 2, maybe there will be not. Who knows? Inshallah there might be. So please pray for us and follow our Instagram to keep updated. So let's look to the camera. 1, 2, 3.
What's Poppin Pagoh?